said, I have a question related to business. Does the concept of bay'u salam apply to drop shipping? Now, this question needs a little bit of clarification. Drop shipping, if I know it correctly, and I understand it correctly, is different than bay'u salam. Drop shipping, and you may correct me if I was wrong, is when I display something and a person is interested in buying it. I do not possess that thing. Nevertheless, I sell it to that individual, I cash the money, then I call a third party, whether the manufacturer or the dealer, and I tell them to ship it to that individual, and I send them the money. This is what I understand from drop shopping. Bay'u salam is a different situation. Bay'u salam is selling a product that is not present at the moment. And the Prophet ﷺ said in an authentic hadith, "Man aslafa falyuslif fi kaylin ma'lumin bisi'rin ma'lumin ila ajrin ma'lum." Whoever wants to sell in this type of transaction, a salam transaction, there are three conditions that must be fulfilled. One, the price is known. Two, the description. The Prophet says the weight, alayhi salatu wasalam. But the scholars said that this is in reference to a fully undisputed description of the item being sold. Three, the delivery date. Now, in Medina, this was made from Islam to ease the affairs of people who are in need. A farmer who has a farm and doesn't have cash money. I am a merchant. I want to buy the crops of next year, for example. But if I wait till next year, the prices would be higher. So as a form of investment, Islam allows me to buy the product of next year, providing that the farmer tells me that the price is so and so, and it has to be paid in advance. Secondly, it has to have the clear description. So I know that this type of dates, or this type of oranges, or this type of grapes that I will be getting next year, because the farm has samples, and it's an every year product, it's almost the same. Thirdly, the time of delivery must be specified. It cannot be open for next year or the year after. It has to be mentioned and specified. This is the exception of the norm, because the norm is that you are not allowed to sell what you do not possess. This is an authentic hadith by Hakeem ibn Hizam. May Allah be pleased with him. The Prophet prohibited ﷺ to sell what you do not possess. And also other ahadith, such as by Mu'adh ibn Jabal and other companions, where the Prophet ﷺ forbade a merchant from selling merchandise or a product that he had bought before having full acquisition, before possessing it and moving it away from the shop or from the warehouse to his own warehouse. In foods, you're not allowed to sell something you bought until you take possession of it, full possession. Why? Because imagine if I buy a product from a specific store and they have the product with them in the display, and I say, I'll come and collect it tomorrow. Or the transaction is done, I bought it for 100. While I was in the shop, another person comes in and he says, how much is this product for? And I say, as the new owner, it's for 150. And the man says, deal. here's your 150. How would the first seller, the owner of the shop, feel when he sees this? Definitely he would feel deprived of 50% of his profit, which I managed to secure a good deal for myself, but it is still in his shop. Not only that, if the transaction has been done, but I did not receive it yet, and the shop was burnt to the ground, or a burglar came in and took it, I have the full right to say, reimburse my money, because you did not give me in exchange my product. Though the transaction has been made, but the actual exchange was not made, so the product remains in his guarantee. And this is why the Prophet says, al-kharaju bil-daman. When I possess an item, this is in my guarantee. If anything happens, this is my possession. If I sell it, and the time of delivery is agreed upon tomorrow, day after, and something happens to it, it is still in my warranty. So the man is exempted, and he has all the right to ask for reimbursement of his money. Now, when we come to compare these, we find that drop shipping is not like Bay'us Salam, and Allah Azza wa Jal knows best. Why? Because you are securing your profit without any risk on you. There's no risk that there would be damage to the product. The risk is on the manufacturer. And the money you have received before anything, though you did not even buy the product yet. So actually this is a gain and a win without any risk on your behalf. And in my opinion, I believe that this is not permissible, and Allah Azza wa Jal knows best.